Hello guys, this is Supriya and welcome back to Selenium WebDriver series, and today's topic is mouse hovering the element. So we will learn how to automate the mouse hovering of the element using Selenium WebDriver. So let's start. Now there are different mouse events that we use the mouse and we double click, we drag and drop, we just do a right click. So these are just the different type of mouse events, and mouse hovering is one of the mouse events. So we will be learning in this video, we will be learning mouse hovering of the element. Now if you just open this website and you can see the category this is the shopping website, okay, Myntra.com, and here we have different categories like men, women, kids, home and living essentials. So we have this menu, okay, or categories, and if you want to click, like if you mouse over this women category, you can see different subcategories or sub menu, and if you want to click a particular subcategory or sub menu, then we make the use of actions class in Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so there is a special class in Selenium WebDriver which is actions class, and that handles all the mouse events, okay, all the actions that you perform using your mouse. Okay, now you'll say that it's so simple. In the previous videos we learned about locators, we learned about web elements, how to locate the web elements on a web page. So we will just locate this element and we will do driver.find element by.xpath.click. okay, and then we will say if you want to click this subcategory, we will just say again driver.find element and dot click. Okay, but that will not work here. Okay, this mouse event action, like this particular mouse event will only be handled by actions class, and how to handle that, how to write the code for that, I'll let you know. So let me also tell you that whatever you see on the page is only visible on the HTML DOM. Okay, so if currently you are seeing women category or men, kids, all that menus will be visible on this HTML DOM. You can't see the subcategory until and unless you hover it. Okay, when you hover it and then you inspect it, then only you can see them. But right now on the standby mode, you can't just see them, or so if you can't just see them on HTML DOM, how will you locate them? So for that we have a special actions class in Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so this is the reason why we have a separate class to handle mouse events in Selenium WebDriver. Otherwise we could have just used driver.find element and by different locators and dot click, but that won't help here. We need to use actions class to handle mouse events. Okay, so now in this video I will only tell you how to automate mouse hovering. Okay, so let me just close this. Okay, so suppose if you want to first mouse hover this say women category or kids, any category or menu you want to mouse over. So I'll just select this women category, and from under this women category, if you want to say select this subcategory or sub menu, okay, then how to do that? So what I'll do, I'll just place my cursor here and I'll do a right click, I'll do inspect. Okay, and you can see the highlighted section. Now I will create the XPath for this. Okay, let me just see if there is any other attribute. Okay, there is a class. We don't have ID, we don't have a name, we only have class over here in this highlighted section, and this is my A tag. So if I select this, okay, and if I choose class name as the locator, then that will not work. I'll tell you why. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so there is the A tag. Okay, so I'll just do Control F. So here is my search window, and I'll do /A, and if I say square brackets, and if I say class equals, in single quotes I will write the value that I just copied for class attribute, and can you see there are 5 different elements on this page which is satisfying this XPath. So using the class name as the locator will not help, because that's not specific for this element. There are other elements also with the same class value. Okay, so we cannot choose that as the locator, but instead you can. Now in this case you have to create your own customized XPath, and let us just create this. So okay, so I have this XPath written here. Okay, now I have 5 elements. Either what you can do, you can just since you have less number of elements on this page, which is 5, you can just find out where exactly your women category falls. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just click on this drop down and see my women's. If I just hover my mouse here, you can see my women category is getting highlighted, okay, on the top. And if so it is at the second position, like the second index value. Okay, and if I again click on this, I am on the 3rd index value out of 5, and if I mouse over this, I am on kids section. So my index value for women category is 2. Okay, it's 2. So either what you can do, whatever you have written, that is /A @class equals the value of the class attribute, you can just close everything, and since this element is at second index value, you can just at the end you can write square brackets, and within that you can just mention your index value, and here we go, we have 1 of 1. So we now have the specific XPath for this women category. Okay, so we can just copy this and we can use this. Or what you can do, I'll tell you another method. See guys, I've already taken a session on XPath. There are 2 sessions in fact on XPaths. So if you want to know more on XPaths, just watch my previous videos. Okay, but I'm just revising it so that you just get practice on that, on these creating the customized XPath on each and every videos. Okay, and let me just tell you another way of locating this web element. Which web element? Women. Okay, so I have this A tag, and let me just remove everything. Okay, now we have this class name that we have already seen, and we also have, okay, just a moment, this text women. So I'll create the XPath like this: A /A square brackets. Inside that I'll write contains function. Okay, and inside this contains function, I'll say text. Okay, text is also a function, and since I used contains function, I'll put a comma and I'll put the text value inside the single quotes. Okay, so I can just say, what is my text value? It's women. Okay, so here we go. We have our Xpath, customized Xpath ready. Okay, can you see this? It is 1 of 1, and this got highlighted, and the moment I mouse over, my category is highlighted on the top. Okay, so I'll just copy this Xpath. Okay, before that I have already let me just create one class. Just a moment, guys. So this is my, I just close this. This is my package Selenium class. I'll do a right click and I will create a class, say MouseHover demo. I'll select the main method, finish. Okay, and from the previous sessions, I'll copy the code from launching the browser till opening my website. Okay, so I'll not explain you these codes again because I've already covered that in the previous videos. If you want to revise them, you can just go back and watch these videos. Okay, so this code will launch my browser. This will do a page load implicit wait. This will delete all cookies, and this will maximize my window, and this driver.get URL will open my website. Now my website is myntra.com that I already have. Okay, and after that I will, so my web element is women. Okay, and I have the Xpath here, so I'll copy this again and I'll say driver dot find element by dot Xpath, because here we are using the Xpath as the locator, and which is the customized Xpath. We will put the value here, and we are not going to say dot click. Okay, in case of mouse hovering, we will not say dot click, that won't work. Okay, so what we will do, we will save this. Now this find element will return me the web element. Okay, so we will say web element, and we will just define the variable, say le equals to driver.find element. So I'll just import this web element from org.openqs.selenium. Okay, so this got imported. You can see here this got imported, and that's the reason it was showing you the error. Okay, and what it will do, it will whatever value is returned by this find element method, it will be saved in this le variable, which is of the type web element, and web element we have imported from org.openqa.selenium package. Okay, now what we will do, I already told you that mouse events are handled by actions class, so we will create the object of actions class, and we all know how to create the object. We have seen in the Java sessions, so I'll just write actions, and this is my reference variable, say action equals to new actions. Okay, and inside now let me just import this because this is giving me the error. So I'll just import this actions class from org.openqa.selenium.interactions. So this got imported and the error has gone, but I can see the error here as well. So what it says that the constructor actions is undefined. That means this is the object, this is the constructor that we have created, and we need to pass the argument. Now what argument you will be passing here? You will be passing here the driver reference. This is my driver reference, okay? So all the actions, mouse actions, will be performed eventually by this driver reference. Okay, so we will pass this driver reference. This is how, you know, the code is written. This is predefined actions class, and this is how we need to pass the argument. It's compulsory. And what I will do now, I already have this my web element for women category saved in this LE variable of web element type. So after this, I will just use this variable action variable, okay, dot. There is a method called as move to element method. Okay, can you see here? It's move to element method in actions class. Okay, we will select this. Now this method, what it will do, it will move your cursor to element. Which element? This element, which is of women's category. Okay, so I'll just copy this and paste it over here. So this is the argument that you need to pass inside the move to element. Okay, and after that you have to compulsorily define two methods. Okay, what are the two methods? We will say dot build, which is again returning the actions class, and we will say dot perform. Okay, so if you just write till move to element and pass your web element here, it's not enough. After that you have to write two more methods, which is dot build, dot perform, and only then, you know, after completing this execution, okay, only then your mouse will be hovered to this category, which is women. Okay, so let's first check if your mouse is hovered to women's category, and then we will click the subcategory. So I'll just save my work. Okay, and I'll do a right click, run as Java application. So let's see if my mouse is hovered on women's category. So it launched my browser, entered my website, and it hovered the mouse. My mouse got hovered on women's category. Can you see here? Yes. Okay, so till here we understood that we have to make the use of actions class. Okay, and we created the object of actions class. We passed the driver as the reference variable. Then using this object reference variable action, we called move to element method. Okay, and we passed the web element inside this move to element method, and after that we have to write two more methods, that is dot build, dot perform. Okay, when this code is completed, then what will happen? My mouse will be hovered on the element that I pass here in this move to element method. So as the name itself is telling you, move to element means move to element where? To element that we just found here, we just located here. Okay, now let me just close this, and suppose if you want to click on this subcategory, tops, t-shirts and shirts. So let me just locate this element. Let me just search this, and what I'll do is I'll just right click, inspect this again, and I can see that that this section got highlighted. So this is a tag and there are many LIs. Okay, now if I select this class value, because I do not have any other locator, so what it will do, let me just check. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just say /a square brackets @class equals to single quotes. Inside the single quotes, I'll give my value for class name, and I have 204 elements on this page, so I cannot use this locator. Okay, this attribute, class as the attribute cannot be used. So in that case, I will again you make the use of contains function. So let me just mouse over, let me just inspect that element again. So my element to be clicked is tops, t-shirts and shirts. So I'll do a right click, inspect. Okay, my text is tops, comma, t-shirts and shirts, and my tag is A. So I'll say /a square brackets. Inside the square brackets, I'll write contains. Okay, this is the function. So inside the function, I'll write text function. And what is my text? It is, so I can write just tops. Okay, you don't have to write everything, like the entire text. So tops. Okay, there are 4 more elements with this Xpath, I mean the tops as the text. So I'll just write one more text over here. Let it be, say, comma, t-shirts. So I'll just write comma, t-shirts. Okay, just a moment guys, and here we go. So inside the single quotes, you just mentioned tops, comma, t-shirts, and we got 1 of 1. So I also got my element highlighted in yellow. And since, see, now currently I do not have that subcategory open. So when I'm hovering my mouse, it's like you can see the blue section highlighted, but you cannot see tops and t-shirts subcategories. Why? Because your element is not visible on this page. So but you got your Xpath. So I'll just copy this and I can use it now. So what I'll do, I'll say, now here you can say driver dot find element I dot Xpath. What is my Xpath? I just copied and pasted, and now here you can say dot click. Okay, so it will first mouse over this women menu, and from this it will click this tops, t-shirts and shirts subcategory or submenu. So let's see if this is working this way. So if it launched my browser, it maximized the window, it opened the website myntra.com, it clicked that subcategory. Can you see this? I'll show you again, okay, because it's too fast. So what I'll do, I'll just put thread.sleep method over here. Just a moment, where do I put? Okay, let me just put over here thread.sleep, and I'll just wait for, say, 3 seconds. Okay, now I'll have to, you know, add this throws declaration. Okay, and now I should be able to see what's going on. So it launched my browser. It is now, it has maximized the window. It opened the website mintra.com, and it mouse hovered the women category, and then it clicked the tops t-shirts subcategory. Okay, so this was all about mouse events and mouse hovering actions, because there are more mouse events, and we made the use of actions class to perform this task or to automate mouse hovering. Okay, if you have any questions, please drop in your queries in comments text box. I'll reply all your queries and give your feedbacks if you want to, and stay tuned because I'll be uploading more videos. And if you like this video, you just need to click a like button and subscribe to my channel, guys. Okay, so that I get motivation to upload more and more videos. All right, so thank you so much, and you have a great day. Goodbye.